Hey guys, it's Siggy again. Alright, so what we're going to do right here is, I don't know, you can't see it on the camera, but just inside of this little notch right here is the spring that allows the slide to return automatically without you pushing it forward. So that's important. We're going to keep that. What that means is that we have to keep this part in the shell, where the peg is. So we're going to keep that in there. Be very careful with this. But basically what we're going to do at first is we're just going to take the very, very top notch section. We're going to take that off. That's what we're going to do first. And we're going to just slide that onto the blaster real quick. We're not going to screw it on or anything. We're just going to look at it. If it looks nice, then I'll continue with it. This is B.O.B. Don't Let Me Fall. I love his music. I'm not really the biggest fan of rap, but what he does is more hip hop than anything, so yeah. I can like what I want. So I got my hacksaw, no vice grip, because I'm stupid. Don't do what I do. Alright, so I'm just gonna cut that as quickly as we can. I am only cutting one side of the shell, and that's for good reason. Because if you have two pieces of plastic that are screwed together and you try to cut both of them, at some point there's going to be an issue. So it's best to do both things at the separate times. You might not get as similar of a job, but then you have sandpaper, which I don't know if I have any that works right now, but it doesn't all have to be a right now thing. See what I'm saying? Okay, pop that piece off, just for ease of cutting, and we're going to slide over to the other side, because I kind of made myself a mess there, because I don't like cutting at angles, because it messes me up. So I guess my poor desk fell out of my dad's truck, and I do have that Bondo, so any big scratches and stuff like that, I will do my best to cut, or not cut, but fill them in. There are actually chunks that are missing from the drawer and stuff, but it's a really nice desk, so I like it. Just do what I can to fix it, I guess. I might do that later when I get less red Bondo or something, or get some paint to fix it. To paint it all up with. Black and red is a good combination of everything, but my wall over there is blue. I don't know if you didn't notice that, but yeah, black, red, and blue. I mean, that's cool, but that's not what I was going for. This whole room is actually going to be based off of a poster that I have laying over there that I can't hang up yet for whatever reason. I can't really remember. But it's Marilyn Monroe, James Dean, and Elvis Presley. And they're all very, 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 very influential people. So I like them. I like that era, everything about it. I didn't really like Alienware, just because it was not a fun game, so deal with it. So we've got those posters over there. I do believe there's also a Biker Babe poster over there, because my dad gets them often, because he's a biker. And so are my neighbors, which are my aunt and uncle. Alright. Next song is Bob Marley's Skrillex song, I think. It's pretty sweet. Reggae dubstep is awesome, but I think this is more drum and bass than anything, if I remember. Alright, so this is a one-directional blade. No pun intended. I hate One Direction. I think they should all burn in hell. But what I'm doing right now is just trying to cutting it in one swift motion, all in a consistent direction. There we go, that's a better way of saying it, without making any kind of odd reference. Because if I cut it back the other way, then it dulls the blade pretty bad. before Hacksaw is touching with the back of the slide, so we're just going to start cutting from the side now. If we can. Nope. Alright, so we do have wire cutters, so we'll have to work. Probably make a huge mess out of it and butcher the crap out of it, but that's what sandpaper's for. Alright, so we have that chunk off. That's good. I could have been working this weekend at the air show in town. I opted not to because I was figuring that I would still probably be grounded. I got grounded this Friday when I had to bring home my grades and stuff. I did have all week to sign up for it, but still didn't know how Dad was going to react to it, so I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to make any promises that I can't keep, especially not to my teachers. Never make an enemy of your teachers. Never. So we are at 6 minutes and 29 seconds. I'm not going to cut off the video here because that would just be ridiculous. Alright, so this is what we got so far. It's a little smaller, a little neater looking, a little less stupid looking. No offense. I do love the look of the Strike Fire, but it's not my style. So that's what it looks like so far. It does need some sanding, but I like the look of it a little bit better. It's less clunky, which is good. I really don't like clunky. It's never been my thing. I'm just curious to see. I doubt it will, but yeah, it looks like it would fit in there if I cut this little end off. So we're just going to do an experiment here and take the little thingy that I can't remember what it's for. I think it's for the Titan assembly or whatever it's called. This little flip guy right here. Come on. Oh, some topics to talk about, so I'm not just sitting here looking down at my lap, fondling with things. Some guy was hitting on my girlfriend. That's never fun. I don't know if he was actually hitting on her, but the first time he most certainly was, we had just started dating. I think it was our 4 days together, and this guy hits her up on Facebook and is like, something like, "Are you interested in a sexual relationship? Because I'm always open for one." This is "Today was a good day," or "It was a good day" by Ice Cube. She said no, and he didn't talk to her after that. So I'm assuming that's all he wanted from her, which is the only thing that actually really makes me mad. I don't really mind people hit on my girlfriend. I'm not okay with it if they do it in front of me. I'm not okay if they do it if, you know, they know we're dating. I'm not okay if they're doing it because we're dating. But, you know, if it's innocent enough and they like her and stuff, then I'm not really upset about it. You know, I'm like, well, I'm dating her, so I care about her. So I prefer you didn't do that, you know. And I can be a nice guy with that kind of thing. But he asked her for a purely sexual relationship, and when she said no, he just ceased talking to her for a while. And the day she just messages me going, you know, like, he said something vulgar or something like that, and she's a very innocent girl, which I like a lot about her. I'm not a big fan of the hoe, so despite the music I listen to, she can fuck all night. Yeah, no. But yeah, she's a really innocent girl, and that's like one of my favorite things about her. And I don't know, it just makes me very angry that somebody would try and question that, you know. This time I just sent him a message saying, you know, I was being very nice, polite and stuff. It was the only time I've ever actually sent anything to him at all. And I've yet to see how that's turned out, but I sent something along the lines of, I, prefer if you didn't talk to my girlfriend that way. I don't care if it's not directed at her. I just don't appreciate it, and neither does she. If it didn't make her uncomfortable, she wouldn't have come and talked to me about it. So I just wish that you would stop doing that. I don't appreciate it, and if it continues to happen, I'll appreciate it less. So that kind of thing. So yeah, I try to be a nice guy, I guess. It's kind of hard sometimes when people like that roll up on your girlfriend, but whatever. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. That's what. There's nothing you can do about it sometimes. But yeah. So it's funny that this song comes on, because today actually was a pretty good day, despite of some things that, made it less good than it could have been. It was a pretty good day. Alright, so I'm just using the wire cutters to break down the thing so I can get around it and smooth it out a little bit. With wire cutters, I know it's kind of weird, huh? But, I might get paint and some plastic to cover the holes and stuff with. This will look really nice. Thought somebody was going to give me a bunch of CD cases, but their mom threw them away before they had a chance to give them to me, so that kind of sucks. But whatever. This cube is a pain. Yeah, I'm really into the whole old school rap thing. I think it's really neat. Good culture and stuff like that. And I am a metalhead too. I'm very, very diverse in what I like to listen to. Basically, my thing is if you feel like you have to define who you are by what you listen to, then you're a dumbass, and I don't want to be associated with you. That's just how I am about it. Alright, make sure the next song isn't anything I'll get in trouble for. Yeah, we'll skip right over to this. Kid Cudi, No One Believes Me. We are at 12 minutes and 53 seconds now. This is what our slide looks like so far. From this side anyway. The other side's still untouched. But I'm contemplating giving it a cut along here. So then it'll look like that. Yeah. But I think I'm fine with leaving it like this for now. I'll get the other side cut down like this. I'm just going to avoid using the hacksaw right now. I'm going to make a whole bunch of noise and a huge mess. So this is, I don't know if I said this already, but this is Kid Cudi, No One Believes Me. I love this song. Alright. So, the bands, they feel a lot of the time, actually. Hold on, I'm going to put some of those in. I'll just put two in, one on each side, because they want me having three on each side right now, and I'm not really a fan of that idea, because it hurts. So, well, it doesn't hurt, it's just really uncomfortable. I'm not a fan of it. Hard to focus on anything like that. So I'll just lay it over here. Let it go right there. But they feel kind of like fangs a lot of the time. And that got me thinking, like if I could actually get like dental implants once I get my braces off, that would be friggin' sweet. Not big ones, like obnoxious ones, but like you wouldn't even really be able to notice them until I had my mouth open, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? I just think it'd be a little bit neat. Got any opinions on that, let me know. Leave those comments in the comment section below. Just kidding, I'm not really Johnson. No, I don't like him. He's not as bad as people say he is, but he's pretty bad. He's not very funny. perplexed at what to do right now. We seem to be at an impasse. Alright. Yeah, a lot of the time I do have to use both arms to do it, but that's just because I don't want to give myself carpal tunnel trying to do Nerf stuff. I'm going to get carpal tunnel, it's not going to be from that. Just see. More girlfriend stuff. She's in Delta right now, which is a decent-sized town, about, I think it's like 50 or maybe even 70 miles away. Kind of sad, but you know, she still gets on Facebook and talks to me, and it's not like it's that much of a difference, because she lives on the other side of town from me, and she does have a car, but yeah, something tells me her coming over to my house would not be a good idea at all, considering I haven't met her parents. She hasn't met my dad, that kind of thing. That, and bad things come from late night visits, I guess. Yeah, it's true. That's another thing I don't get about society today. I've never understood the need to, well, actually, that's an outright lie. I have, because I used to be that guy. I was like, yeah, man, I want to get laid. Don't be that guy. I didn't like me when I was that guy, and I didn't know what I was doing that made me not like myself. Found it out pretty quick, and it's a good way to get yourself set up to be hurt, because the girl I lost my virginity to cheated on me, and we weren't dating, but we'd had a thing before I left for the summer, and then I came back, and, you know, when she started making out with me, I figured we were still dating or something like that. Nah. Yeah, it's not. But I mean, I should have been the bigger guy and at least asked her to be my girlfriend, and then I would have known yes or no, and then not been put through all that bull that I did go through. So yeah, so just next time, if anybody's got anything like that going on where you're not sure if you're dating or not, just ask, you know, will you be my girlfriend? You know, and don't say, are we going out? That's not a very confident way of doing things. Girls love confidence. Yeah, it's odd that I'm the one telling you guys that, because I am awfully shy almost all the time, and I act like I'm not, but I really am. And I act like I'm not because it's my defense mechanism, because people at my school are really awful to people. Ooh, this is Foster the People. It's, Don't Stop, right? Yep. Alright, so we're going to use the hacksaw real quick, because we're breaching 18 minutes. That's a little bit longer than I wanted to be spending on this video, so. Man. Stupid people get hacksaw cuts on their hands, like me. Yeah, if I was smart, that wouldn't have happened, because I'd be using a vice grip right now, but whatever. Alright, so we got a little bit of a cut started. I don't really want to get cut again, so I'm just going to use these. Alright. Got that reasonably cut down. Yay, cuts! It's a little warm now. We'll get over it. But yeah, kids, don't be in a rush to lose your virginity. It's not something that's a race. And I don't know. It's like, alright, I hate NASCAR, so this is going to be a really weird thing to say, but life is a lot like NASCAR. If you try to run through it too fast, you're just going to blow out your tires and have nowhere else to go. You know what I mean? Don't rush things, you know? Have fun doing what you're doing, and you're never too old to play Nerf. Ever. If you're having fun, then why should you care what other people think about it? Know what I mean? Video is ridiculously long. I apologize. Okay, whatever. That's fairly close, right? Kinda. Here, I'll put a screw through it and then I'll start hacksawing it again. A lot less risk of cutting my finger off. Take a tiny little screwdriver. Itty bitty guy. I have no idea why this isn't working. Wrong screw size? Yeah. Screw must have been one from one of my old blasters, because this was my friend's blaster, and he gave it to me for me to mod it for him. I do believe there's a Maverick sitting at home somewhere too. This is Fall Back Down. I love Rancid. But yeah, it was a while ago, and he ended up moving before I could get it to him. So I guess that just makes it mine. But he was missing screws, and I said that I had some that I could probably replace it with, or replace whatever's missing with. I said, okay, cool, I'll give you $5 for each gun you mod, and he gave me a Maverick, which I didn't know what I was doing with, and I ended up breaking it, but, he didn't have to know that. Yeah, never, ever, ever take money for modding other people's stuff unless you know exactly what you're doing. But yeah, so I guess these are kind of mine? I don't know. If he ever comes up to me and asks me where they are, then I'll give them to him right away. Not the Maverick, because I don't have it, but I'll give him something else. Oh, my nostalgia, I love this song. That's another thing. This song brings up a good topic. Don't go through life chasing girls. I did that. It didn't land me many friends, and I stopped doing it, and I've now got friends. A girl that's worth having. It's another thing. If you have to chase her, a lot of the time she's not going to be worth it. It's just the way it is. Some people put way too much effort into being with people that don't want anything to do with them. And honestly, if they don't want anything to do with you, return the favor. Don't waste your breath trying to get them to be your friend or to even talk to you. I don't know why. Because they don't deserve it. They're the kind of people that judge you from not knowing you. Just forget it. It's always those kind of people that end up depressed because their friends talk crap about them behind their backs because they're such douchebags. I was that guy. Don't be that guy. That's all I got really to tell you. Also, anybody wants to say you look like Justin Bieber? I know I do. You know what? Justin Bieber's a good looking dude and he gets all the ladies. So, people can continue to call me that if they want. I don't really care. Can get a little bit annoying when it's the only thing you hear, but yeah, don't let people call you a poser because you look the way you look. If you're legitimately being a poser, whatever. Just accept it. Live up to it. Be honest. Because that's another thing that'll get you a lot of respect. Somebody asks you a question, don't lie about it to cover up to make yourself look good. Just tell them the truth. Oh yeah, I broke my foot falling downstairs. See how much easier would that have been than making an elaborate story about how a rhino stepped on it. You know what I mean? Lying is bad because you never know when it's going to fall through. And it's just an immoral thing to do. Never cheat on anybody. There was a girl named Caitlin back in 8th grade. She was in 7th grade at the time. And, you know, we were dating, and I cared a lot about her, but I cheated on her because I took her for granted. And now I regret it every day. Because all my friends that were my friends back then hate me now. And they have every right to, because I wasn't anything worth being a friend to, you know. So, just don't take your friends for granted. Ugh. Sand takes forever, so I'm gonna cut out the middleman real quick. Literally. Yeah, I don't really know why I'm using wire cutters or snips to cut plastic. It's probably because I'm lazy and don't want to cut my finger open. Also, I'm not really a fan of Blessed Fall. I don't like this song because of the video. Alright, that's what it looks like now. It's not done. Got a gaping hole in the middle of it. This does still fit in there. Hold on. Alright, well, I'll take this apart real quick. Oh. Yeah, if you hear a bitch say that, let it be. Don't talk to her again. Because if she wants to judge you for something she thinks you did without knowing, and she's not worth your time. In 9th grade, I drew a picture of Luna just sitting at my mom's house. She's a pony. And there's a girl at my school who's also slightly annoying sometimes because she's, well, she likes to talk. But I was texting my friend, who was also my ex-girlfriend. I had a really bad habit of dating people's friends, and it wasn't because I wanted to make them feel bad about themselves. It was because, you know, friends are often alike, and I liked a certain kind of girl, and just don't ever get yourself trapped up in that kind of thing because it's not worth it. Trust me. Alright, well, I lost the catch spring thingy. Or not the catch spring, but the thingy. Yeah, that thingy. Hold on. Alright, cool. I think I got it. Nope. Alright. But, don't get caught up in having a type. It's not worth it. Ever. Okay? And trust me when I say that. Because often, if you've got a type and you keep going through girls that are a lot like each other, there's a reason for it. It's because they're not a good kind of girl. Or maybe you're just not a good kind of guy for that kind of girl. One-sided love stories are never fun, as romantic as they are, and as much sympathy they'll get you from other girls, which is not what you should be looking for anyways, because that's bad. They can cause a lot of stress, a lot of pain, a lot of feelings of rejection, which is to be avoided as much as you can, because getting feelings of rejection a lot of the time can lead up to like long-term emotional issues, like weird dependencies and stuff like that, which I do have because of a girl. And honestly, as much as I want to blame it all on her, I really can't, because, you know, I knew what I was getting into. I knew she was that kind of person. And I went for it. And I know it's not all my fault. It's not my fault that she's a bitch. But it is my fault that I tried to be with her. And, you know, it didn't work out. So I can't blame it all on her, you know? Blame games are not good. Alright, cool. So we got an extra screw coming out of this because we ended up cutting one of the screw posts out of the blaster. Okay, so we're gonna... I think this song is changing again. Yeah, that was Hey Baby, Hey Baby, here's that song you wanted, I guess. This is a Daft Punk song, remixed by Claypex. It's pretty sweet. It makes you feel alright, if you will. I really want to turn it up, but then again, I want you guys to be able to hear me, so... It's really quiet at the beginning, so... But yeah, just, avoid stuff that's going to get you upset at this age, because right now school is what matters. It really is. I mean, as much as you want to say you wouldn't come to school without your friends, you would. And you would come to school if you were bullied and all that stuff. I mean, you might get homeschooled or whatever, but school is important. If you don't finish school, I'm not saying anything against dropouts. I mean, if you get your GED, that's good. If not, then, you know, whatever. You know what you know. And I'm not saying that you're an illiterate person if you don't pass high school, because, I mean, a lot of that stuff in high school, just standard stuff, you're never going to use a lot of it. So, and I mean, well, that's not something to get into thinking about, because that can get you into trouble with teachers and stuff, because they're like, oh, when are we ever going to use this? And they'll just be like, oh, the office, we've heard it too many times before, not going to deal with it. Because honestly, teachers don't need to be putting up with the bullshit that students give them. Because, I mean, honestly, how much crap do you give your teachers? Quite a bit, right? So this is it. It's done-ish. We don't have any good pieces of sandpaper right now, so we can't sand it down. But the thing does fit in there. I'm just going to end up hot gluing it to one side, and then eventually I'll Bondo it all over so it's a smooth surface. As far as it goes right now, that's what it looks like. Working slide. It works and everything. Not broken. That's good. Always a good start. Having things not be broken. Still functions. Nothing broke. Still shoots hard. Everything works. We're all good. So this is my ridiculously long 33-minute physical modification video that should have taken about 5. Deal with it. See you guys later.